Can I send you the GISP2 ice core data set? I was just sending this to some moron over on X who was saying, oh, the world's the hottest it's ever been. I'm like, do you do any of your own temperature reconstruction data? Like, do you ever like actually go outside the mainstream narratives and look for anything? Like, what is people that are keep regurgitating this nonsense all the time? Oh, it's the warmest ever in the world. No, it's not. It's really not. It's not even remotely close to being the warmest ever. Like, really, we are so far down. We are heading into the next glacial period. We are done with the warming in this mid, this sweet spot between the 90,000 years of ice. We are done with it. Each subsequent step down is going to be cooler. And Ransom, I just sent you that Greenland GISP2 ice core. It used to be the gold standard for data until it disproved global warming. And they're like, well, we can't use that anymore. You start to look at those 3 gigantic heat spikes. So those heat spikes means glacial activity is lessened. Like there was more melt off during the Minoan warming than there was ever now. Are you kidding me? You take a look at some of this reconstruction data and you're like, wait, something doesn't add up here. That's what I'm saying. Go back to that 7,000 year prior period. You got the spikes. 8,000 years prior spike, Minoan warming period spike. So that Roman warming period, that's when Greenland was actually green, where the Vikings were able to get in there and have animal husbandry, which are now ice fields right now. Before they were actually green pastures on Greenland. That's why they called it Greenland. That was subsequently warmer of the Roman warming period. Okay, so that doesn't make sense because the Minoan warming period was at least 1.5 degrees Celsius warmer than that, which means glaciers would be melting even more at that time. So our sea levels would be even higher than they are today. See that downward trend? That shows that there's more glacial growth from, let's say, 3,500 years prior, 8,000 years prior, 7,000 years prior. Moving forward, the more glaciers are growing now than there have been at 3 different points in history in the past. And they're trying to tell us that we're coming into some sort of heating event. That's ridiculous. That's why I get, that this information is not so well received on YouTube. But anyway, we'll roll with it today because having all these buried cities 20, 30, 40 feet underwater showed that they were not built during this this interglacial period. They were built prior to that. And prior to that takes it out 13 to 17,000 years ago.